Hi everybody, Kerry Henwood, welcome back. This is part 3 to the power of mind and understanding the workings of your mind while you're in a physical body. So this incredible place, we made the rules called duality, opposites, right? And collectively we made that rule. Collectively. It's a belief system. Okay. Another topic for another time. So if we live in a dualistic world, there is opposites. That is very true of your mind as well. So you have a mortal mind, the mind of the ego. It's into separation, it's into conflict, it's into fear, it's into anxiety, it's into pain, it's into limited thoughts, depression. The mantra, what I am not. The world of reasoning. Now, I'm not saying reasoning is a bad thing. I'm not saying any of these things are bad. This is the mortal mind. The mind of the ego, in which the ego resides. I think we're all familiar with this part of our mind. It's cost us a lot of money to be into this part of our mind, the mortal mind of the ego. So we have the other side to the coin, the other side to our mind. That which is the opposite can be the truth here too. This is the mind of spirit, the mind of immortal, the immortal mind. Liveness, love, peace, certainty, happiness, knowing, expanded states of reality, that which I am, that I am, the immortal mind. So we kind of go, between these two parts of our minds, two parts of our hemisphere, or however words we want to use here. We bounce from one to the other constantly. Now, there is so many techniques that I will talk about later on as we go through the series of videos over the years, months, millennium, centuries. I'm planning to be here quite some time, live in my immortal mind, in the mind of my immortality. Anyway, oh, I thought that was funny. Trance states, meditation, breathing techniques change your perception. They also are bridges from the mortal mind to the immortal mind. Breath, absolutely. Trance states, plant medicines, fasting, long meditation, hiking in nature, the ambience of a waterfall. You get my point here? The natural world is your guide to your immortal mind, the mind of spirit. The mind that allows you to go into infinite possibility of transcendent states. So we are bridge walkers in a sense, we are people that walk across the bridge of our mind from mortal to immortal, to ego to spirit, constantly going backwards and forwards. Again, the bridge to that while you are in a physical body is the breath itself. Again, many other tools, but the simplest one and the cheapest one, and the humanness of yourself. You mightn't be able to afford to do workshops. You mightn't be able to, afford even buying books. So I'm giving you the cheapest vehicle here is through the power of your human breath and the mindfulness of your human breath and the way that you focus that inhale and exhale. Literally just connecting that inhale and exhale gently. So your immortal mind of spirit is accessible through expanded states, meditation, dancing, trancing, falling in love, sex. Actually, your mind is having sex all the time because it's creating thoughts within thoughts, like, having children in your mind, and it's procreation. Yeah, your mind is having sex, thoughts upon thoughts upon thoughts, procreation, creating. Think about that. Creating, procreating. It's fascinating, right? So it depends on what kind of thoughts you want to have. If you're having immortal mind thoughts, aliveness, love, peace, certainty, happiness, knowing, being, procreating, creating over and over and over again. So to give you this understanding that you have these two parts of your mind, the mind of immortal mind, I am that I am, and the mortal mind, ego, I am not. So the idea to end separation. So if we go back on part 1 or 2 previously, is that the delusion of separation, when the Buddha said that was the Maya, the illusion that one is separate. And when he came to his enlightenment, he reached a part of his mortal mind that included all things simultaneously. I mean, literally, he went through his spiritual anatomy, his cosmology of self, where he went from spirit, he went from soul, he went to what is called a monad, into the collective infinite oneness of himself. And if we backtrack that a little here, that started because he infinitely was connected to the natural world in which he was sitting. He became not separate from the wind, from the tree, from the grass, from the water that he was hearing in the river that was nearby, the woman that was singing a beautiful bhajans. He critical massed. It became in the center of his mortal mind and his immortal mind, and he became a part of the continuum. So the mind of spirit, expanded states, the I am present, I am that I am. I am that I am means that you're sitting in the center of your mind, in the center of duality, single mindfulness, in one mind. The immortal mind and mortal mind become one within the continuum. That you're no longer projecting and reacting into your external world, more importantly, in your internal world. And when you start to react less and less and less, you begin to be a part of this incredible nothing. And I mean incredible nothing, where you're literally just sitting in a space. Mind you, that space may not last a long time, maybe a few seconds. If it lasts 30 seconds, it seems like an eternity. It's enough. It's enough. That 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 30 seconds in the continuum between those both minds is enough to re-knit your neuro pathway. You literally create a new neurosynapse, a neuro pathway. It unplugs from a web of something that you believed about yourself, let's say that we considered negative. It literally unplugs itself in that microsecond and re-knits itself into another web. So as you change your inner reality, you change your mind, you change everything about you, you change everything about your collective thought about yourself and your collective thought about what you believe the world to be. And it's free to you through the inhalation and exhalation of your breath. Is the rise and the fall. You know, if you think about the great masters, yogis, yoginis, teachers, pranayama, tumo, the inner fire work, Wim Hof's work, I mean, it's just going on and on and on. The basis of it is through the power of breath. It's free. It's easy. I'm going to do some breath techniques coming up in the next few videos, and I'm going to actually offer up free audio that will be on my website. My website's having a bit of a reboot at the moment, so we're changing the back office. So there will be lots of information that we're going to upload there. So there'll be free meditation, visualization, breathing techniques that'll be available to you so that you can get into this immortal part of your mind of spirit, the immortal part of the expanded state of the I am that I am. As you're able to trance more. Look up shamanic trances. Shamanic trances are the ultimate way, to transcend your mind, to expand your mind. You know, we have this dialogue, right? Mindset. Oh, that's your mindset. Well, you don't want your mind to be set. You want it to be expanded. You want it to be creative. You want it to be more than you could possibly ever believe yourself to be. So as we come into this stop, 1, 2, 3. So as you come into more of your expanded state, you enhance more of that immortal mind. So for now, my dear friends, I shall leave for now, and we'll be back next week to upload some more videos to you. Until now, may the sparkles be with you. Namaste, aho.